The Dottie.
DVD available now at gunsandweed.com or on Amazon. That's gunsandweed.com. Makes the perfect gift. Remember, that's gunsandweed.com.
You can connect with the Liberty Radio Network via our Facebook page at facebook.lrn.fm. That's facebook.lrn.fm.
Oh no, this is awful. Enter. So we're back here on the Call to Freedom with no bumper music. We are just doing this raw dog style tonight.
Oh, for Pete's sake!
No, it's not my fault. I'm working on the video feed for the YouTube channel, and when you do that, it locks me out of it because I've got two monitors in front of me that I'm working with here, and because I'm doing like full live production, and what happens is I hit the button and it didn't go where it was supposed to go, and now I'm still in the video feed and I have no access to my to my music. So, and my technical guy can come around my shoulder and fix it for me while we're on the air. But we've had with us tonight the developer of Vertcoin. His name is James Lovejoy. He's 20 years old, guys. I mean, this guy started mining Bitcoin when he was like 12, 13 years old, back when it was still a profitable thing to do for just a regular person, and decided that, he didn't like the way that the ASIC things had taken over and that they had basically centralized and turned, mining into its own central banking system now, where they have the ability to control the money and mess with its value and cause fluctuations and artificial fluctuations and these things. And he said, you know what? We're going to make a coin. When they try to make an ASICs for us, we're going to fork off of that. When they try to make a bot for us, we're going to fork off of that. We're going to stick to our guns. And I'm really glad we had the opportunity to have you on tonight. Tom says we've got a lot more questions for you. One of them, I think it's an important issue. What about a 51% attack?
Yeah, I mean, it's still a very valid problem. And, if you're a member of the community, you need to be vigilant. And you need to make sure that you're not mining at a pool which has, already a large portion of the hash rate. There's very little I can do, unfortunately, to program away human behavior. And people like to stay where they are. So, unfortunately, ASIC resistance doesn't really solve the problem of 51% attacks per se. I mean, it makes them a lot more difficult from a collusion perspective, because the chances that, one person by themselves has 50% of the network hash rate in a GPU setting is very unlikely. But there is always this issue of, if everyone mines on the same mining pool, then, that pool operator potentially has some leeway to perform an attack. But ultimately, if the community is vigilant, is making sure they're mining, on a distributed set of pools, or preferably on P2 pool, which is a non-centralized mining pool, then I think, we'll be okay ultimately.
All right, Tom. So what else you got for us from the chat room?
See, the 51% was a big thing. We've had a lot of people asking tonight, have you got any announcements that you want to make on air on this show, or what about this tweet about a December announcement? I guess what I really want to do is give you a chance to tell people where is the best place to go to follow Vertcoin news and to really keep up with this stuff themselves. Is it your Twitter account? Is there a site? Is there a Reddit? Or what do you recommend?
Yeah, so we're on all the major platforms. So you can follow us on Twitter, at Vertcoin. We're also on Reddit. We have r/Vertcoin on Reddit. We have a website, vertcoin.org. We have a Discord, so definitely the best place for people to go if they want to find out Vertcoin users to come to Discord, because all the developers are in there, 24/7, some subset of them at least. And we, generally speaking, are involved in the chat and respond to people when they make requests for support. Want to know what's going on, and that's the place to keep up with development, and you get sort of a, as it's happening, live view of development. So if you want to know what's going on, Discord is definitely the place to be.
Very good. I follow you guys on Twitter. That's how I first started following the Vertcoin crew. That's where I first learned about the halvening and such, was following you guys on Twitter. So you guys put a lot of information out there in the mainstream space as well. So For those of you who are just want to know but don't want to get like really on the inside, Vertcoin's Twitter account is fairly active. But if you want to like really know and be on the know, definitely get into the Discord, get in there, talk to some of the admins, talk to some of the developers. And I know from experience, these people will actually talk back to you. So
yeah, that's definitely one thing that people say consistently is they're blown away by the access to the developers that they get when they join the community.
I'm particularly impressed by it. So far, I mean, there really hasn't been anything about your outfit that I'm not impressed by. I'm impressed by, the whole decentralization. To me, this should be the preferred coin of anarchists. If you're an anarchist, you're a fan of decentralization, you don't like the centralization of power, you're against monopolies, you want the power to always be, filtered out into more and more hands so that there's less chance for it to be used in a bad way, then Vertcoin should be the coin that you support, in my opinion.
If you want to, be part of what I mean, at least I believe, and people have different ideas of what Satoshi's vision for cryptocurrencies were. It's a system that you can be a participant of and you can share in the rewards of that system. What we've got now with Bitcoin is a system where you can only really be a passive observer. You have to accept the rules and the state of the system that is imposed upon you by a group of Chinese miners whom you have absolutely no contact with and who are not acting in your best interests whatsoever. With this, everyone gets to share in the rewards, everyone's participating, and with, a very modest investment, people who already play video games already have all the necessary components that they need to mine. It's going to end up with a far greater outcome for everyone. If the miners and the users of the coin are the same constituency of people, then you're not going to have all these opposing interests that you currently have in Bitcoin, where the miners are fighting the users who are fighting the developers. With Vertcoin, the users, the miners, the developers, it's all the same people.
Right, speaking of rewards of the community, a lot of people are asking about VT Simber. Apparently, you've got a giveaway of some sort going on.
Yeah, so you can get involved with that. You just have to tweet VTC Ember and say why you're excited about Vertcoin in 2018. And we're picking 2 winners a day who have a chance to win 5 whole Vertcoins each.
I know I've been tweeting my butt off for the last week.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, not everyone can
trying to add to my little collection. Trying to add to my little collection every day.
Yes, I'd better start a Twitter account.
Yeah, you to watch me try, make a fool out of myself, trying to convince them to give me some more Vertcoin because to go along with the 46. Oh, there we go. There it just came through. 46 that I have now. I'm serious, man. Like all week, I've just bought 5 here, 7 here, 10 here. Just like a few at a time to try to build up, a nice little nest of them.
Well, it's a slow process.
It is. Especially, I don't like using the exchanges. I would much rather, because it's such a big crypto community here, I'd much rather go and just buy a little Bitcoin Cash from my neighbor. I think it's a lot easier. But you know what? It's been a pleasure having you on with us tonight, Mr. Lovejoy. Thank you for coming out. If you're interested, guys, go on Discord, check them out, Vertcoin, check them out on Twitter. Go buy some Vertcoin. The halvening is coming up in just a short time. Thanks again for coming out tonight, James.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, when we get back here on the Call to Freedom, we're going to have the Libertarian Drama of the Week.
So don't worry about things you can't control. Isn't that what they always say? But it's about impossible to avoid worrying about what's going on these days. The government has used the war on guns, the war on drugs, and the war on terrorism to tear our Bill of Rights to shreds. But you can fight back. The 10th Amendment Center has proven it, racking up major victories. For example, when the U.S. government claimed authority in the NDAA to have the military kidnap and detain Americans without trial, the nullifiers got a law passed in California, declaring the state's refusal to ever participate in any such thing. Their latest project is offnow.org, nullifying the National Security Agency. They've already gotten model legislation introduced in California, Arizona, Oklahoma, Missouri, and Kansas, meant to limit the power of the NSA to spy on Americans in those states. We'd be fools to wait around for the U.S. Congress or courts to roll back Big Brother. Our best chance is nullification and interposition on the state level. Go to offnow.org, print out that model legislation, and get to work nullifying the NSA. The hero Edward Snowden has risked everything to give us this chance. Let's take it. Offnow.org.
Hi, this is Mark Edge of Free Talk Live. Michael W. Dean's book, User's Manual for the Human Experience, changed my life. In a culture that attempts to turn you into a compliant victim, this book gives you implementable steps on everything from how to be aware of your environment, walking down the street, to business, to how to handle a toxic person in your life. If you're a human, you need to read this book at least once. Go to Amazon and get the Kindle version, or paperback, or an audiobook of A User's Manual for the Human Experience.
Why did you move to the Shire?
I moved here to the Shire because there's other people around who take liberty just as seriously as I do.
I moved to the Shire because I saw videos of people challenging authority and thought that I could get support myself. It called to me, like, do this right now.
I wanted to be around people like me who got it. And once I got here, I knew there was nowhere else that I wanted to be.
I've always wanted to change the world. So I moved to the Shire to join people who were actually working towards doing the same thing.
The people here are awesome, loving, and positive. It was for the adventure and for the feeling of something important is happening here. And I just wanted to come to sort of be part of that.
Visit ShireSociety.com to read and sign the Shire Society Declaration and learn the reasons why, if you love liberty, you should immigrate to the Shire. Plus, add yourself to the Shire map at ShireSociety.com. That's ShireSociety.com.
Did you know you can get news updates about what's happening with the Liberty Radio Network delivered in the way you prefer? You can sign up for our email updates at updates.lrn.fm. Plus, you can stay in the loop by joining our Facebook profile at facebook.lrn.fm or follow us at Twitter at twitter.lrn.fm. It's all free, so sign up now at updates.lrn.fm for news updates delivered to your email box, facebook.lrn.fm to follow our Facebook page, and twitter.lrn.fm to receive our tweets.
So the protection of life, liberty, and property is what the Free State Project is all about. But it's an effort to move 20,000 people who understand.
It's about demonstrating to the entire country
that, yeah, we can have a free market, a truly free market.
Making it just a freer, great place to live.
It's the world's largest voluntarist libertarian community, and it's only getting bigger.
That's amazing, to be able to move to a place where other people passionately believe in being free and independent.
What the Free State Project is managing to do, though, is to put their money where their mouth is. Physically getting up across the country and saying, let's go someplace and let's demonstrate the power of these ideas. There's a lot of kind of philosophy that surrounds liberty. There's a lot of thinking about it and talking about it. But here in New Hampshire, people are doing it.
101 Reasons Liberty Lives in New Hampshire, a documentary by Free State Project Early Movers. Watch it free at 101reasonsfilm.com. 101reasonsfilm.com.
While our satellite channel is free to listen to, it's not free for us. You can help us cover our satellite costs with the chip-in on the right side of the page at lrn.fm.
There's smoke down by the river.
All right, and we're back here on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. Broadcasting from the Liberty Studios here in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire, our wonderful little crypto community. Why don't you come up here and visit? Why don't you come up here and live? Where you can get your car fixed for Bitcoin, where you can buy a cheeseburger or a gourmet pizza in Dash, where you can donate to charity in Vertcoin or buy a t-shirt with Bitcoin Cash, soap, canned vegetables. Come up here. It's cold, but life is good. It is. It's good, I have to admit. I was skeptical. I was very skeptical. But now that we're here, I am glad we came. So why don't you come up here and be glad you came too? We're back here, second half of the show. Had a great guest. I'm so glad we had him on. What an impressive young man, wouldn't you say, Tom? 20 years old, MIT.
I certainly would.
Designing his own coin. I mean, come on, man. I was beating my meat and chasing girls, snorting cocaine when I was 20. It's true. You know, what were you doing when you were 20? Spinning records, chasing tails, doing too many drugs. You know? I didn't become the responsible, upstanding adult that I am today until I was about, 25-ish.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, for me as well.
This kid's 20 years old. He's developing like a decentralized, an effort to like resist the centralization of the blockchain. Like he's not only above the curve. He's like the curve is over there, and he's on his own wavelength, like above the curves in that wavelength.
And he wants you to come along with him.
I'm invested. You know, I encourage you to do so too. You know, the calvening's coming up. Get involved. You know, and if the price
I've already
drops,
started mining it.
You've started mining it?
Yeah.
See, there we go. I'm literally gonna. I have a new computer that we're hooking up. It's like a gaming computer, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to put security software on it. I'm going to leave it I'm going to leave it a Microsoft operating system, and I'm going to start trying to use the one-click miner. Because I want to mine Vertcoin too. I want to join. I want to be a part of it. And they've made it so easy that you can. You know, like some kid in India with his own with a desktop can be a Vertcoin miner. He doesn't have. You don't have to be.
It was about 5 clicks, but
see, but it's that easy.
It was super easy. Yeah.
Could I do it, Aria? You know how illiterate I am to computers. Do you think I could do it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, they have the directions right there on the page, and it's entirely accurate and entirely simple.
See, there you go.
Which is weird because I got a message from a friend a minute ago saying he had problems with this.
Maybe he was trying to put it on Linux Cinnamon like me. So yeah, I'm very excited about the prospect of them becoming a part of the show as we move forward. That is something I'm willing to talk about on the air, even though we're not really 100% sure. We have gone to the Vertcoin people. This is and we were already seeking them out for an interview before we decided to try to approach them for this. But now that we're moving to a 5-day-a-week live show in prime time, that's 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. right before Free Talk Live. Well, that means we're moving up in the world. You know, this is a whole new place for us. And what we're going to do is, we're seeking out new sponsors in a much bigger and broader way than we used to. We're in negotiations with AnyPay, which is a wonderful point of sale system that's been designed by the guys behind the Bitcoin Village in Portsmouth. We're also in negotiations with them for promoting the Bitcoin Village, possibly instead of AnyPay, whichever they decide to go with. And we're also asking Vertcoin to sponsor the studio. And if we are successful, then we'll be broadcasting live from the Vertcoin studios, which is something I'm very excited about the prospect of. So, yeah. I've approached the Vertcoin community, and they seem to be somewhat positive to the idea. So keep your fingers crossed and make dua, pray, whatever it is that you do to invoke good vibes to us. And hopefully we will soon be promoting a coin. You know, like I'm going to talk about it on occasion and promote it anyway. But now I have a reason to fill your ears with it. 4 times an hour, right? 4 times an hour, 3 hours a day for 5 days a week. So you will see me in my Vertcoin t-shirt that, again, you know what? I have a Vertcoin t-shirt that's on its way here that I bought like 3 weeks ago at SaveItPurse.com, and I'm mad because it's still not shipped out yet. And I'm like harassing the people at Save It Purse and the moderators, like, where is my shirt? It's like my Rainbow Dash shirt is going to beat my Vert shirt here, and I ordered them like 3 weeks apart.
Where did you order them from?
Well, I got the Rainbow Dash shirt. The Rainbow Dash shirt. I just ordered it directly from Amazon. Okay. But the Vertcoin shirt, I had done it through Save It Purse.
Gotcha.
And it's like the only thing in my Save It Purse orders that haven't finalized to ship yet. So I'm just like, what the? Come on. So, all right. Well, you know what, guys? It is the second half of the show, and we don't have a guest on anymore. So you know what that means? It is time for everybody's favorite segment of the show.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
The Libertarian Drama of the Week.
Are we having an audio cue problem?
No, are you just not hearing it?
No, we don't hear it at all. I'm very disappointed.
Well, it played. I played the whole thing. I heard it. I hope everybody out there heard it too.
Well, how are we supposed to get into the drama mood if we can't hear the music?
I'm sorry. Nancy,
Well,
I can't help it. I probably pushed a button when I was switching the
you and your buttons.
Cameras on.
You and your buttons and your technology and your Linux, whatever that is. All right, so this week, Stefan Molyneux, right?
Yes. Oh my God. He has status Tourette's, syphilis, syphilitis. Tell us about it, Aria.
Well, I don't know much about it. I just saw what you said about it, but
was it you? It was Tom that brought the story. Was it you, Tom? I didn't bring it.
No.
Was
no,
Aria?
well, I didn't bring it. I didn't bring it, but it's like all over the place. I saw. No, you're the one. You posted the meme because you posted the picture of him with the quote from 1984. He had won the battle with himself. He loved Big Brother.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was all over Stefan Molyneux. Yes, it was you. See, you were so wrapped up in the music, you forgot whose segment it was.
I did.
We didn't even know there was music in the first place.
That's my
None
fault.
of this is our fault. Everything is your fault.
Yeah, just blame me.
Good. We like blaming you. Okay, so anyway, what did he do this time? Because, Stefan Molyneux, as you point out, once beat both you and Ron Paul for Libertarian of the Year, and now, oh dear.
Right? Isn't it funny? No, well, actually, it was the Liberty Inspiration Award, and basically, it was an award for inspiring people to join the Liberty community in new and in interesting ways. And Ron Paul came in second place. I think Antonio yeah. And Adam Kokesh came in third.
Adam Kokesh?
Yeah.
Was on this thing?
Yeah, this was back when he was doing Adam versus the Man, when he had the Adam versus...
Are you tired of your taxes funding endless occupations around the world? Antiwar.com is run by people who understand that wars abroad become wars at home, wars on our freedoms. Antiwar.com is dedicated to bringing you the latest in news, views, interviews, and reviews from the top movers and shakers in the anti-occupation movement. Antiwar.com has it all, from thorough foreign policy analysis to interviews with whistleblowers who used to run the military-industrial complex. Anti-war, pro-free market. That's antiwar.com.
If you're looking for work, the person you are applying to may be even more nervous than you are. And the way things are now, your references have never been more important. Here are 3 tips. First, know that employers are checking. Every hire is under the microscope these days. Second, they won't just be checking references you provide. Figure that all of your ex-employers will get a call and be asked, would you hire him or her again? again. Third, assume you will be Googled. So before you apply, remove all those party animal photos from your Facebook page. Even if you're not in the job market, effective communication skills have never been more important, with money and attention so scarce now. For more tips for job seekers and getting better results in all your day-to-day communication, hit survivalspeech.com. I'm Holland Cook.
Imagine someone in your community getting in their car, turning on the radio, and hearing the Liberty Radio Network. You can make that vision a reality with your own micro radio station. Visit broadcast.lrn.fm to learn how you can put our programs on the air in your area. You can have LRN.FM running around the clock, and you can even add in your own local shows. Building a radio station is simple, but programming isn't. That's where LRN.FM comes in. Learn more at broadcast.lrn.fm. That's broadcast.lrn.fm.
Radio is the most personal of mediums. I exist right now in your head. If you listen to Free Talk Live regularly, you know me. Free Talk Live is on more than 160 radio stations around the U.S. and has been downloaded on every continent around the world. Hundreds of thousands of listeners with ad packages from $600 a month to $6,000 a month. Imagine what we can do for your business, project, website, or idea. Email me, mark@freetalklive.com. The three most important things you can do for LRN.FM are: 1. Let your friends know you're listening to LRN.FM on your social networking profile. 2. Buy the things you buy online through shop.lrn.fm. 3. Give $5 a month to the AMP program at amp.lrn.fm. It's my firm belief that the AMP program is the best use of your charitable dollar among liberty-oriented groups. Support all your favorite organizations, but make sure you give $5 a month to the AMP program at amp.lrn.fm.
Are you tired of hearing things like this on the radio and television?
I've read the Quran, the Hadiths, the Surahs. 90% of it is violence.
Terrorism, Islamic terrorism, ISIS, Islamic terrorism.
I would even submit to you that Islam's not even a religion. It's a social, political system that uses a deity to advance its agenda of global conquest.
Wouldn't you much rather hear things like this?
And Muslims traditionally were very libertarian in their approach.
The Prophet, peace be upon him, says even at times of war, you don't break a tree, you don't destroy buildings, you don't kill women and children, you don't kill the aged and the elderly.
What's called income tax in classical Islam is definitely prohibited.
Muslims are very wary of any scholar who associates closely with the government, and they always have been.
Join Will Coley and his rotating cast of scholars on Call to Freedom every Sunday night from 10 p.m. to midnight on the Liberty Radio Network, LRN.FM.
Help get LRN.FM into more ears. Visit promote.lrn.fm for a free bumper sticker, flyers, banners, graphics, and more. Promote.lrn.fm.
Turn up the music.
I was at a gym the other night.
All right, now we're back here on the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM, broadcasting live from the Liberty Studio here in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire. Come on up here, join us here in the Live Free or Die state. Will Coley here, joined by Tom Gray, my normal co-host from broadcasting from the beautiful hills of East Tennessee, along with Aria Demezio from cryptocurrencycheck.org. And we have been discussing tonight's Libertarian Drama of the Week.
Before we get too deep into that, Will, well, now we're really deep into it. I'll get it at the end of the show.
Was it into what?
You know, I'm not at all surprised that suddenly he's more comfortable with it. I mean, that's what worries me about the libertarians who want to win elections. I mean, once your team is in power, all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, this isn't so bad, is it?
Well,
more to the point, who does he think his team is that's in power now?
Oh, Trump, without doubt. Trump.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess he runs Hoppy and Snake memes. Says, I've got a post here November 30th, 9:50 p.m. Says, according to Lolberts, Stefan Molyneux, quote, Nationalism good. I love government now. Reality, quote, in the past I had a lot of scorn for borders, imaginary lines, and so on. And although I've said if you have a welfare state, you have borders in the same way that you have something of value, you must build something around it to keep it safe. The nation state is something that I have grown much more comfortable with and even admiring, and of course the nation state must be evaluated, not next to some paradise, but compared next to this globalism, open borders, mass migration, welfare state, being preyed upon by the people from other countries, other cultures, and other religions.
People from other cultures. My God.
Religions, other hemispheres, or so the nation state compared to what?
Hemispheres.
Is always
Hemispheres,
the
I tell you.
philosophical question. So basically, I love the nation state so long as it protects people who look like me, eat like me, dress like me, and, well, ultimately, if he's an anarchist, do not believe like him.
And also live in the same
absolutely
hemisphere. Because hemisphere is totally not a moving target at all. It's not like you can cut the Earth into hemispheres an infinite number of ways because it's a globe. Just saying.
I'm just, yeah. Read. You know what I'm saying? Just
The little train that people are riding from libertarianism to that insane white nationalism, though, that's really
I don't
concerning.
understand how this thing from Hans Hermann Hoppe snake memes. They're like somehow that big quote that I just read to you is different than what he said before, and it's literally not. It isn't different. He's saying, as long as government's protecting, I mean, hold on, wait a second. You guys chat amongst yourselves. I've got something I need to look up here so that we can. Oh wait, here we go. Let's see here. Excuse me. Let me. There we go. We must secure the existence of our white people for the future of our white children. I mean, as long as government's doing that, I'm totally okay with it. Oh, so you mean you're David Lane?
Is that a quote from Molyneux?
That's that's a quote from David Lane.
No, that's like
It's the 14 words.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a quote from Nazis.
Yeah, that's an actual
Nazis.
white supremacist group's quote. And basically that's what Molyneux's saying is like government is good as long as it's protecting my white children and my white culture and my Indo-European, and not even Indo-European, my ethno-European culture, my Caucasian, white American, Protestant, Catholic, Western culture, which
Well, if their culture can't stand their competition, then the culture sucks.
Well, the culture itself wouldn't exist without the cultures that they seem to hate so much. I mean, if it weren't for the work of Avicenna and of Ibn Rushd and Ibn Sina, then Europeans still wouldn't even be taking baths. I mean, come on.
Who says we are now?
For real.
Just saying. I mean, I didn't know you could buy soap with cryptocurrency until you told us a couple of segments
I mean,
ago.
Jesus Christ, the Brits, it was mid-20th, it was the late 20th century before the British even learned what oral hygiene was. Muslims were brushing their teeth for 1,400 years.
Not where I thought you were going with that. Yeah, I mean, it's like I had a professor.
That would be the French, Tom.
Le baguette. It's like it's like a professor that I had in college that I thought was a total idiot at the time said, but now it kind of rings true. If it wasn't for the North Africans were mining gold while Europeans were still pooping in buckets out their windows. Although we still have some people who do that here in the South.
I moved to New Hampshire now, so you can quit.
I didn't.
Oh, wow.
This acre of land's not going to fertilize itself, guys.
Right. You think we're going to get away with this much nonsense when we move to prime time? Oh, my God.
What else are we going to fill time with?
Right.
Yeah, I think we'll have to have more.
Speaking of nonsense, a somber note that I wanted to make sure we got in. condolences to the family of Mr. Charlie Green Sr., otherwise known as Angry Grandpa from YouTube, passed away today.
Aww.
So rest in peace, Angry Grandpa.
Very
clearly one of our spiritual predecessors.
How is the broadcast producer in our Hawaii affiliate? How is he doing? Have you heard anything?
I have not. I haven't gotten any new messages from him. Dave, if he could check in, we have been following up on you. I've been praying for you, and I know Will has too.
Yeah, absolutely, man. He sent some messages to us through the Facebook page, and some photographs and stuff. And to all of our listeners out there in Hawaii, and to Dave, the producer who keeps our signal going strong there in Hawaii. We are definitely praying for you, Dave, and wishing you a very speedy and joyful recovery, inshallah. So, yeah, we are going to be growing, guys. We are going to be growing.
Yeah. So back to Stefan Molyneux.
Right.
Yeah, apparently he's claiming that Lindsey Vonn, the Olympic skier, got injured in a World Cup race, and Stefan Molyneux seems to think it's because she was critical of Donald Trump, according to his Twitter.
Oh my God, is he turning into Pat Robertson?
So he does have syphilis, and it is destroying his brain.
He's turning into Pat Robertson now. Next thing he's going to be like blaming natural disasters on homosexuals and Muslim migrants.
He might already be there. Hold on. I'm checking out what he's doing right now.
Oh, is he? Was there like a low-key hurricane that hit in Texas, and he's like, it's because of that there mosque that there's protesting. Oh wait, Stefan doesn't talk like a hick. He just thinks like one.
Well, he is claiming that Sweden is now a war zone.
Oh God.
And it has something to do with
migrants.
It has something to do with you people, Will. I think.
You people.
You people.
I've seen those stories countless times.
Yeah, and 9 times out of 10, what happens is the police departments in those cities come out and they're like, I don't know what these right-wing idiots in the U.S. are talking about. Somehow they know more. And the best part is it's like Britain first and like some like fringe group in the U.S. somehow know more about what's going on in Sweden than the Swedish police department. Or like when they had that thing on New Year's, they were like, Muslim migrants burn church on New Year's Eve. And it's like, well, actually what happened was everybody was having a celebration that it was New Year's Eve. And one of the families was Muslim and they set off some fireworks, and the fireworks caught some of the they're like doing this construction on a church, and some of the fireworks caught like some of the stuff in the construction equipment on fire, and they're like, oh, Muslim arsonists burned down church. Like, well, no, actually that's not anywhere near what happened, but okay, Stefan, we will pray for you and hope that you quickly recover from the syphilitic infection in your brain. We'll be back next week. More from the Call to Freedom, 10 p.m. Sunday here on LRN. Join us then.
Is spreading the message of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace around the globe worth $2 per month to you? As you may already know, in addition to our internet feed, LRN.FM broadcasts on free-to-air satellite across North and Central America, as well as Sub-Saharan Africa. And we've been available on satellite for free 24/7 since 2010. The LRN.FM free-to-air satellite signal is reaching some of the most oppressive regimes in the world, and there's no doubt our ideas are making an impact. You can learn more about the channel's impact by watching the 3-minute video at fund.lrn.fm. If you'd like to help free minds globally with our ideas of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace, you can donate as little as $2 per month via fund.lrn.fm. You can help us continue and expand our satellite broadcast to multiple continents. Visit fund.lrn.fm today, and thank you for your help. Don't forget to share the link on social media. That's fund.lrn.fm. Did you know we've taken our LRN.FM telephone listen line to a new level with the LRN.FM audio on demand line? Now you can call 712-770-8447 anytime and listen to LRN.FM's live feed. And you can listen to a bunch of our original shows on demand. Long distance fees may apply. Just dial 712-770-8447 and choose from the menu. 712-770